After 3 months of designing, planning, and major demo that felt like it was never going to end, we are finally starting our first DIY building project at the cottage. And what better place to start than the kitchen? We'll never forget this moment. Mom's here to help me today. We have, and now all of the major demo is done, but there are just like small projects that we need to work on. I look around and I'm like, oh, I need to do that. Oh, I need to do that. Oh, I need to see what's underneath that chimney thing. Oh, I need to remove that trim. I need to work on that. And there's a lot of stuff specifically in the future kitchen and dining area that just needs to be prepped because I'm ready to build something. Are you ready to build something?
Yes.
I want to start putting the windows in. I want to start framing out, smaller interior walls and stuff so that we can start to see the new floor plan come together. So first up, floor. This used to be their bathroom right here. And they must have had some kind of overflow of the tub or a leak of some kind because we got the tiles up. So now there's this floor that we need to expose the wood floor, what is there underneath, so we know how much patching we need to do. So that's the first thing that we want to accomplish. An hour of just taking out the individual nails. Now the floor, I can see it and I know which patches need to be made and where it's gonna stop with like the island. I taped everything off. So we got all the nails up, got that done. Check off our list. Next on our list, this chimney is the only chimney that we kept because I really wanted it where it was and how it was positioned already was like a perfect accent that was in the house. The bottom casing or the bottom trim box that they made for it is completely off center. One side is smaller than the other side and it needs to be fixed. We also want to know what's in it, so we're gonna take it down. I don't know where to start. This needs to go longer. And my coffee bar will just be built into it. We were working with so many restraints right here because I even had to cut the pantry down, which I was sad about. Ooh, if I moved it over, I could make the pantry big. Oh no, see the problem is, things are domino effects. Can't make the pantry bigger because it changes the opening position from the kitchen. So if my coffee bar moves over, I can't have that moment of looking down the walkway between the stove and the island. Right now you look right at the coffee bar. My mom and I have been standing here talking about this whole back door pantry coffee area situation, kind of designing it because it's really tricky. Around the chimney that's there, and then once we expose the bracing, I was like, oh, I actually really like the bracing more than this off-center beadboard kind of cap that they had on there. How to give almost an extra foot in the pantry, which is excellent. These two doors here are going to be the French doors to the little coffee bar exposed shelving that I want to do. So that's exactly where they're going to stand. And I'm standing here and I was like, I want to do something. Like I want to build something. I want to feel like things are happening. I don't want to just doing these small like little demo here, like yeah, we're making progress, but I'm like, I want to see it. And I'm like, why can't we frame this? Why can't we do this? All interior walls, it's very tedious. So what better person to do it than me? I've saved all the 2x4s and stuff that was already in the house. So it's not like we need to go and buy any, if very little wood. I think we should do it, don't you think? We had a family of babies. Well, a family of babies. A bird family, a bird mama or daddy make a nest in that window. Babies hatched and she was coming back to feed them, but they're gone. I mean, they grew up. and they flew away. No more babies. Yeah, they went bye-bye. Look at all that work.
Left to right, take it slow, yeah, baby, come on, do it just right. And side to side, left to right, take it slow, yeah, baby, come on, do it just right.
I'd like fries with that, please. We're done.
Okay, so before we dive in to start building things and framing things, I've got to wrap my head around the plan for this section. So I've actually been working on the floor plan for the main cottage as a whole and taking it from this, my drawings like this, when I was designing it originally, and bringing it onto a real plan and drawing it out with walls and dimensions. So this is the floor plan that I've been working on. It's not finished yet. I still got a lot to put onto it. So this area right here is the kitchen, and then you walk through this kind of entryway. There's no door there, but just an entryway, which is 4 foot. And you have the pantry off to the right. This is the whole pantry area with a door. Then you'll also have straight ahead this coffee bar situation that I want to build out with the 2 French doors from the old living room. There will be doors there that I need to add on the plan. And then you'll turn left going out to the back door. Since we're going to be building this out ourselves, I've added I've over dimensionalized it so that I can access this on my phone. I'm actually going to take a screen cap of it and put it on my Millinote board that I've been creating so that I have everything in one place. So you guys have been telling me about Millinote for a few videos now, and it's something I've heard of before, but I have been in a complete bubble renovating this house. So I had never explored it myself. So a few weeks ago, I downloaded it, started playing around with it, became obsessed, created this board on Millinote of the guest bathroom design when I was working on that originally. And I shared it on Instagram with you guys, how cool it was. And they reached out to sponsor a video. So thank you to Millinote for sponsoring this video so that I can share with you guys how I use it and how it's totally worked and totally been beneficial for me to have, and all the reasons why you should download it like ASAP. I want to add the plans into this kitchen design one. Here's the whole board, and I have subboards within them that I've created to keep everything super organized and all in one place. So like inspiration pictures here that I have, and then I call out individual things that I like about each picture, and then all of the sketches that I've drawn of the house from different angles. And then of course, we've been working on all of the appliance selection and plumbing selection, so I have all of those in here. I lost my farmhouse sink. So I'll show you guys how you can easily add in pictures that you have saved and then edit the photo so that I can see it big, and then you can pull it in here. And then underneath, come over here to the left-hand side and add a caption and copy that caption that I had. And then also up here, I have the documents that I got in the emails. I don't have to go back to the email from the appliance and plumbing place. I have all of the documents here that I can reference them and I can see them on my phone. It's just keeping my whole life organized when it comes to designing this house. So for the floor plan, I'm actually gonna create a new board and bring it down here. I'm just gonna drag the floor plan in like that and then make it bigger. I think one of my favorite things is that you can add layers. So, you know, little notes like I love the box trimmed windows in the kitchen. You can also layer pictures. Like if I wanted to do a whole inspiration board outside of this plan, and they already have templates. So this is a template that they've created for an inspiration board. If you're online or you're shopping, you find products that you wanna use for a room that you're doing, you can download the Millinote Chrome extension. The Millinote save button is already on top of the pins. Click that and save to inspiration. Once you save them, they'll go in this unsorted section over here on the right hand side so that you can add them in wherever you want to on your inspiration mood board. And as I start to pick more design details with the house, I can have this compiled source on my computer and also on my phone that I can access at any point. Literally blew physical mood boards out of the water. So I highly suggest downloading it both for your desktop and your phone, and it's completely free to use. I'll leave a link in the description so that you can access all of these things and download Millinote. Okay, so now that we have a plan, we have just a few more things that we need to take out, like the cabinet's gotta go. I was using it for storage, but the cabinet's gotta go now because it's in the way. And we're taking off some trim, right, Mama?
Right.
And we have an electrician coming to give us power so that I could actually operate my miter saw. And so he's on his way to fix that. So demo time. Now what?
Yeah, we're going.
We don't know what to do with it. Let's just accept the fact that I'm gonna look dirty and have creases from my face mask on my base. We've got everything like more prepped. I got the rest of that down. We got the cabinet out. The only thing left to do to prep for this stuff is to bust through this wall. So we need the hallway. I'm in the hallway. We need the hallway entrance here. And then this is all gonna be solid wall. So this is gonna close up here. But bad news is the electricians had to order a part that's gonna come first thing in the morning. So they're gonna come back in the morning and turn the power back on. We're just gonna spend the rest of the day getting everything prepped and ready and hit the ground running in the morning.
What is it made out of? It's like...
Good morning. And today is the day we have electricity. We're ready to start framing. The amount of videos that I have watched on this and the amount of research that I've done is a little bit insane. I'm thinking this is gonna be a fairly easy process, but what we're gonna really pay attention to is making things square, making it level, the right dimensions. So we're gonna take it slow. We're probably gonna extra measure a couple of times, just like when I do furniture. Welcome to my wood cutting station. Oh, you guys don't understand how excited I am that this is finally happening. Yeah, let's do this.
I like to think I'm kinda tough. Sometimes I feel invincible. I feel like I got the bad stuff. I feel like I'm in control. Until you got inside my head with something new. Now I can't sleep in this bed just thinking about how I'd be lost without you. You're gonna take me out. 'Cause I can hold my breath under the water. Yeah, I can take the pain, it doesn't bother me. But I wouldn't last a second without your love. No, I couldn't last a second without your love. Lock me outside.
We did it. Full disclosure, it's been several hours. So our plan was to do all of the bottom plates first so that we could lay them all out on the floor, make sure that the measurements were all right. And I actually loved this because we get to design things more specifically. Started raining, so we're moving all of our equipment inside, but next plan is to duplicate these. So we've got the bottom of the walls, now we need the top of the walls, and then we're going to cut some 2x4s for the steps. I don't even think that this is the cute thing. I think that one was the cute one. We're gonna say, we're not keeping the ducks though. No. We are going to start with this first wall. It's gonna go right up here. The moment you and I and Mom have all been waiting for is to actually build something. The studs need to go 16 inches apart on center. So the center of one stud to the center of the next stud is 16 inches. So for this long of a piece, we're gonna need one on each end and then actually two in the center. So we're gonna need 4 studs. We're gonna eat up this wood that we have really, really quickly. So we're gonna do as much as we can. 137? 137? Okay. And the next one's gonna be at Here goes nothing. We've got 3-inch nails. We've got everything lined up. We're just gonna, as we go, we're gonna make sure that they're very square and everything's very straight. I'm not gonna hurt myself with this. It's gonna be good. I'm so scared. I did practice. I did it! We did it. We made one wall!
We're only this tall. We're not gonna be able to do it.
We can do anything we set our minds to! Yes! Holy cow, Mom! I am mind blown right now.
Hit it a little bit.
Wow. Wow. Quadruple wow! Oh my god, you guys, I'm so excited! Finally! Holy cow, it's just one wall. Wait, that's a big deal, right? Isn't it? That's a big deal, right? This is a big deal. It feels big for me.
It's a big deal. It's really good.
It's so good.
And it's straight and it's level.
We'll never forget this moment. I'm so sweaty and dirty, but I'm so happy. Okay, let's measure it. We are nailing. I know that some people may not think that this is a big deal. This is huge. This has been 3 months in the making. Okay, so we called it a night last night because there was a huge thunderstorm rolling in and it was just so dark. And we ran out of wood. I mean, I've saved every ounce of wood from this house and every 2x4, if they were long, short, medium, whatever. I just didn't even comprehend that there were so many studs that actually went into a wall because they go every 16 inches. So we were eating up that wood so fast. So we didn't have enough to do another wall last night. So I was like, okay, let's call it a night. Woke up early, went to the lumber shop, got wood delivered just now. They're so nice here in town. But welcome to the realities of building a house in 2021. So I needed 12-foot studs, so 2x4x12. They were between $15 and $16 a piece. I spent like 700 bucks on 45 pieces of wood. We're ready to go. Different on all of the other walls is actually creating a wall partition. Basically pieces of wood that the next wall could hook onto. There are a couple ways that I could do it. One way is actually using more studs and making kind of like a U shape, but that's, you know, a $30 corner. When we can use scrap boards and I can cut them to size to fit in and put 3 going down the wall. So I'm planning out where the next walls are going to be so that I can put that wood. Guys, I'm tired. Mom, are you tired?
Oh, yes.
This has been days. All week I've worked on this plan and we did it. We just have one more nail to put in there. We're just so tired. We're gonna put one more nail in there probably tomorrow, but bring a vise maybe my dad has. And yes, the chimney is crooked and it bothered. I was like, did I do this wrong? How did I do this? I thought the framing was wrong, but it's actually the chimney is slightly off, and I notice things like that, but you know, it's a 110-year-old house. What are you gonna do? We did it. Here's what it looked like before. I mean, this area was just an open dining room space, and we've completely transformed it into part of our kitchen. So it's going to be the hallway. You can see that it's kind of like 4 feet wide. It's a nice size hallway. It'll come through that entry but that entry will be a little bit larger. You'll go back to the guest bedroom, the guest bathroom, whole primary suite, and the laundry room that way. Right here is our pantry. So, and it's a great size pantry. I left enough room on the right-hand side to put, you know, canned goods and stuff like that. Then there'll be a deeper part where I'll put my microwave, and then shelves, you know, all the way up. And then right here, then we need to straighten up a little bit. Right here will be my coffee bar with shelving with those 2 French doors. These are going to go right, it's gonna be lifted up, but they're gonna go right here. Mom, look!
That's gonna look good.
This is gonna be so good. It'll obviously be lifted off the floor an inch.
We'll lift it off. Yeah, they
Oh,
work
the
already.
whole thing? Oh, like
Yeah,
this.
perfect. That's gonna look really good.
And then there'll be 2 of them. There'll be French doors, and it'll be pretty because the countertop will come to like right here,
Yes.
and then the shelving, I'll have a shelf here.
And since I don't drink coffee, will you have me some cookies?
Yes, anything you want. For
Okay.
helping me do all this, anything you want. I hope you guys enjoyed building with us, framing this out. Have I ever framed a house before? No. Have I watched 3 days worth of videos on how to do it? Yes. I think we did a pretty good job. They're all level, they're all straight. They're the perfect dimension. They're exactly like the plan. We even made a little modifications for design purposes, like made the coffee bar a little deeper. So happy that we're to this stage and we're starting to build. Next up, we're gonna be finishing this area out. There's actually a wall, a 3-foot wall right here. So you're gonna have just an entry. But we didn't do it obviously because we still need to move these windows to the front of the house. We have to build out these beautiful box windows that I want for behind the kitchen. We have to build an island. We have to build cabinetry. We're doing it all ourselves. So, how many boards did we have left? 6, so close. So we reused all of the 2x4s that were 12 foot tall that I had salvaged from the house, and we'll continue to do that as we kind of remove some of them that are supportive. But I bought 45 today, I bought over. We used all but 16. So I'll do the math when I get home, but I'll put on the screen how much all of this cost to frame, which really isn't that bad when you consider I did not pay a contractor. We didn't pay for labor. We did it all of ourselves. I did tip the guy for bringing me all of the wood today, which I'm so happy so I could keep moving and keep working today.
We didn't stop for lunch.
We didn't, you brought me French fries though.
Yes.
We did so good. So we hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the subscribe button if you are not already subscribed, and the little bell notification so you know exactly when I upload. Hit the like button if you like this type of content, and we will see you guys again. There's still mosquitoes, but we will see you guys again next Sunday. Bye guys.